Hello, welcome to High Vibe Time, raw and unfiltered with Teresa and Ashley. Hope you are all having a wonderful day. Today, we are going to talk about setting intentions for the day, intentions for a specific task or event. And we were just talking right before we hopped on about sometimes we do and sometimes we don't. When do you set intentions?
Well, like I was saying before we got on here, I am kind of bad sometimes about setting certain intentions. However, if something is really important to me or means a lot, or like I was thinking about it before we got on, some of the times that I will specifically set intentions is like before I go into a session with someone, before I go into card readings, before I go into meditation. Um, there are other times too for, like specific events, like if I'm going to a family event or something, I'll set this specific intention that I'm going to have a wonderful time. I mean, things like that. So I don't, and I was thinking to myself, well, maybe I don't really set intentions, but I do. It's just in a different way, right?
Mhm. Yeah,
And you
and
pointed that out.
yeah, and everybody thinks that okay, so one way you could do it, and if you have followed me for a while on my Facebook group, I have fur kids. And so when that alarm goes off first thing in the morning, it is like mass chaos. It's time to go eat and walk and do all the things. So I'm not one of those people that uh can like leisurely wake up and sort of ground and write my intentions. That's not how my life works, and that's okay, right? um but what I do is every morning we take a walk with the fur kids, and I sort of think through my day. And just like you, if I have a meeting that maybe I'm not looking forward to, I set a specific intention of, being um, grounded, being clear, having good communication, being open minded, whatever the case may be. Or maybe I have to go to the grocery store that day and with people. Right.
Mhm,
So
mhm.
I set the intention of whatever that looks like for me. And so I don't necessarily, some people do get up, meditate, journal, literally write down a word or phrase for their intention for the day. And that is great. However, that's not conducive for everybody's day.
Right. Absolutely. And I'm the same way. I get up and get ready to go take care of my grandkids. And so I don't run, could we set the alarm and get up and do it earlier? Absolutely. Is sleep just as important? Absolutely.
Mhm.
So, and I do, set my intentions, as I'm going, driving to where I'm going, your mind kind of, when you're doing something that's real automatic like that, like driving, your mind can wander, and I let mine do that as far as setting intentions for the day of being good and stuff. But it definitely isn't something that I sit down and write down or meditate, especially in the morning. I'm able to do that once I get home and in my Zen den, and where it's my space. And yeah,
Right.
and by the time at the end of the day, I need that. I need that grounding, and I need that setting that intention for the rest of the evening is going to go so smooth.
Right. And I'm glad you brought something up. You stated, I don't know how you worded it, but I'm going to set a good intention or a positive intention. And I think it goes without saying, but I feel like I guess we need to say it since it caught my attention, was that the things that we do, whether it is a meditation, a card reading, mediumship, or set an intention, it's all for the greater good for you and the collective. We're not, hoping that somebody falls or, has a wreck or, whatever. That's not what the vibration that we put out. Are there some people that do that? I'm sure there are. But that's not you and I. And so it's for the best outcome. So, going back to my example about the meeting, I'm clear, I'm focused, and it's not other people. right? It's me. It's my intention for me. I'm grounded. I'm respectful, whatever the case may be, but it's for me, and for the best for me and for the greater good. So I guess I felt like I needed to put that out there, so people realize that it's not us being ugly or mean to other people. It's for me, and it's on the positive and the good.
Well, as you were saying that, it's almost like the ripple effect of that. And that's, and so that's what we want, we want to give out, and I can use myself as an example. I want to give out a positive, warm, loving, joyful energy when I'm around my grandchildren during the day. That I want them to have that from me as a grandma, and I want that for other people too. So it's what we set the intention for, so for ourselves, but that also affects everyone who we come in contact with that day. And which I think is extremely important because the better we treat each other, the better off this world is. And what a better way to do that than just set the intention that you give off nothing but love and joy and happiness to other people from yourself, which is hard with life, I
Mhm.
mean, yeah, it isn't always easy, but when we are able to do it, let's make sure that we try to do it, at least I do.
Right. And I'm glad you brought that up too, because just because we set the intention, I'll go back to my example of being respectful and calm and grounded and whatever in a meeting, does not mean that my human self
Mm.
does it just sometimes takes over, right? And no matter what intention, no matter what crystals are in my bra, no matter what oils I'm wearing, whatever, it just, we're human. And I mean, but I also think that if I didn't set that intention to remind myself to be grounded, to be respectful, to be whatever, then where would have gone, right?
Right.
So just remember, we are human and we have human experiences, but we can also do little things to remind ourselves that do what's best for us, and the ripple effect, as you mentioned. Yeah.
Yeah, I love that. Yeah.
Okay, so if you are interested in this type of information, please subscribe and like our channel. We are just getting started. We have so many topics we are excited to talk about. Our goal is to release one video per week. So hang tight as we build our library. And I hope you have, oh, I also have a card. I almost forgot. The card I have for this episode is expression. First of all, can we take a minute to show how
That's
gorgeous this card is?
beautiful.
I
I love
know
that.
it is so pretty.
It is.
And when I pulled this, what I loved about this, what came to me was these are different ways to express ourselves. What we're doing, as we go along, we're talking about chakras, we're talking about energy, we're talking about meditation and journaling, and all these things. And our intention is another way to express ourselves. So if this is of interest to you, don't forget to like and subscribe. And I hope you do that, Teresa.
I have to say, but hold it back up.
Oh, yep.
Do you see the swirl on it and
Mhm.
the way that literally is like giving out a ripple effect.
Look at that. You're so right.
I love that. The expression that comes from within affects everyone. And I love that. That was perfect.
I mean, I pulled it and I was like, this is a new-ish deck for me. I've been using it for maybe a month or two. And I have never pulled this card. When I pulled it, before I even saw the word on it, the colors and the
Gorgeous.
energy around that was just fantastic.
I love it.
Awesome.
Awesome.
All right. I hope everybody has a great day, and don't forget to subscribe.
Thank you.